it's rising, a house of steel, and 60,000 Celtic trees, with a four-leaf clover on my breast, and the green and white upon my chest. It's such a joy for us to see, for they play football the Celtic way. The work is done and the stage is set. The Celtic dream can now be met. In a sea of green, we're here today to sit and watch the champions play. With a four-leaf clover on my breast, and the green and white upon my chest. It's such a joy for us to see, for they play football the Celtic way. With a four-leaf clover on my breast, and the green and white upon my chest. It's such a joy for us to see, for they play football the Celtic way. For they play football the Celtic way. For they play football the Celtic way. 'Cause they play football the Celtic way.
It's a grand old team, be dad. When you read its history, it's enough to make your heart grow sad. God bless them, we don't care if we win, lose or draw. Darn the hair we care, because we only know that there's going to be a show, and the Glasgow Celtic will be there. It's the best darn team in Scotland, and the Plaguers all are grand. We'll support the Celtic as they are the finest in the land. We love them, we'll be there to give the boys a cheer when the league flag flies, and the cheers us up when we know the Scottish Cup is coming home to rest at paradise.
Hello.
Hello?
How you doing, Tom?
What's happening?
Fuck all, mate.
What are you saying about it?
What do you mean what am I saying about it?
You phoned me, so I'm phoning your call back. What do you want to say about it?
I was listening to your phone and
Aye. You
I
enjoying it?
heard you asking my name.
What's your name? What's your point, caller?
Well, that was the kind of thing that happened. No, did your phone?
What's happening anyway?
Fuck all, mate.
What's your take on events of recent times? Anything new in the news that I've missed?
But regarding the zombies,
Or anything, aye?
well, obviously you know that they're trying to tap some cunt.
Aye, 1.5 million, aye. I phoned up that thing with the day and offered them 1.5 million, he just hung up, old Jack Irvin. He's took that much money out of them, he could afford to give them 1.5 million and still have some fucking change left.
Here, mate. If every cunt took the fucking money out of that mob,
I know, mate.
as soon as they just just say, right, fuck it, end of the day, we'll turn that into a fucking car park. Asda competes with Tesco, don't they? There's a big Asda there, so they need a Tesco.
We've been saying this for years and it's not happened.
Well, Tommy, it's been said for a long, long time, but, and you know, we were talking about, I don't want to name the journalist, but he's been saying for weeks that they were running out of money. They couldn't pay the wages this week. So if they've got the money to pay the wages this week, we tap them some cunt for 1.5. What's it going to be like next month? And they've got to pay every cunt else. What do you call a double zombie? I don't fucking know.
You see, the whole thing stinks to high heaven, because if they were really in the shit, they would have sold fucking Lee Wallace for the 900,000 they got offered, supposedly. Why
no, I heard it was 1.2.
Well, why would you not take that fucking thing with beggars can't be choosers?
No,
if
but they beggars never took that money, because if they did, the fans wouldn't be turning up next season because they were selling their best players. I mean, if your best players...
This is just fucking... See, we're trying to appease the basic fucking knuckle-dragging Neanderthal. Why would you ever want to fucking appease one of these cunts? Because that's what they're doing, is it not?
No, I think what they were doing there, Tommy, was they were offered 1.2 million for him and knocked it back.
But you're saying that because...
they wish they would get back fucking January.
To appease the zombies, they never sold them, but they're not going to have a fucking club in. Or they're going into administration and they're going to pull the same fucking scam again by not paying anybody. So they should have been...
we all know they're going to pull the same scam again. Everyone fucking knows that. Even the board at Rangers know that they're going to pull the same scam. We're skint, so we'll... Oh, fuck's sake, man.
You see, if you look, the reason why they sacked Sandaza was because he gave the game away for their whole fucking wage bill right into they joined the Premier League. So if they're struggling now in year 2, they can't afford to go to year 4. But then you have to look, it was never in the plan to go to year 4. It was always in the plan to crash and burn probably right about now. So, I mean, that gift of Sandaza was like, fucking brilliant. I mean, why would even the naivety and they're just being basic novices, why would you sack a player who is an asset to you? They just didn't fucking... They wanted this to happen a way back 2 years ago.
That was Charles Green that sacked him though, wasn't it, Tom?
Aye, but then see the 22 million that you hear trumpeted about, right? See that 22 million? Do you know what that was made up of? 6 million in fees, apparently, right, to the stock exchange. They took 6 million from your average zombie, right? But so that totals 12 million. And you see the other 10 million. They never got that from the stock market when they got the money from the zombies, right? That was all a giant big fucking ruse, okay? See when they paid the money to the shareholders, to the stock market or the nomads, they were paying their money back due to the people who had fucking originally gave them the funding, and then the people who came in See that 10 million? That was the 5.5 million investors' money that Imran brought in the first tranche and then the second tranche. And all they did, they just added all these totals of money and turned around and says we get 22 million. And so even the 6 million that get charged, so see when they say, oh, we get 20, see this when they say 22 million, whoever questions it or whoever breaks it down, well, here's the fucking simple breakdown. They only took in 6 fucking million. They paid out 6 fucking million. The 10 million that they say they got from, you know, it's not part of the fans' money. That 10 million was money that came already from the private investment, the fucking investment funds who are in Margarita Holdings or whoever. These cunts put in their money at a different level for the ones who put it in at 70 pence. They've scammed it at every fucking level, and it was meant to fall and collapse this way. So fucking these, everybody from Duff and Phelps to fucking, if BDO don't do the decent thing and fucking jail each and every one of these cunts who have done it, and I've said it for day one, it's been David Murray through his puppets in the Bank of Scotland, David Greer, Masterton, setting it up with his links with Craig White and to take away the fall from what happened, and the media were complicit so that every single fucking Rangers fan out there will turn around and say, oh, it was White that killed us. And then when you turn around and say to them, but hold on, it was Murray. But he wasn't there when it happened. And that was a whole fucking plan. So the whole thing's been a fucking scam, right? And meanwhile, Celtic fans have bought into it, laughing and dancing, having fucking jelly and ice cream. Oh, they died. Well, sorry, right? See when something fucking dies, they don't exist, or they don't. You don't see them again. Anybody that I've known has died officially, I've never seen them walking about because I've never seen a ghost. So when somebody dies, you don't see them again. But these cunts, I see them fucking all the time. I see the results against Arbroath, fucking Stenhouse Muir. So they're still living, mate. They're no fucking died. They've defeated nature. They've defeated justice. There is no fucking justice in this sick country that can be brought against these fucking cunts, mate. So, and they've cheated for the 20 years before that. Where do we go, mate?
It's quite finished.
Where do we go, mate? I've asked you a question. Where do we go now?
Where do we go now?
Aye.
Not really too sure, Tom, because you made quite a lot of points there. Where do we go now?
Unless these people who have committed this fucking giant fraud are brought to justice and people are exposed for what they've done, then where do we
You
go?
talk about the zombies, didn't you?
Aye, because they're going to, this is still part of what has been going on for the last 20, 30 years.
Well, I would like to know what's been just going on for the last fucking 3 years.
Well, they're defeating the ends of justice.
They've been conning everybody senseless. And all these wee stupid daft teams, oh, we're getting Rangers today, so we'll get more pies sold. Fuck it. No. Who's the guys that are sitting in the fucking up in that director's box with their hands in their pockets going, I love this place. Just rob it and get away with it. I don't ever, Tommy, want to see Celtic Rangers in the same pitch.
But they're going to be, mate. There's inevitability.
Well, I don't want to see that.
But it's going to happen unless, because they're just going to phoenix themselves again and come back. And unless there's proper justice, then this charade shouldn't be allowed to continue in this format.
They should be playing junior football, in my opinion.
It's Cambuslang Rangers, yeah.
not as whatever they want to call themselves, Rangers.
Aye, but no,